All right, we're ready for round one as soon as our opponent decides to join. Should be any second now. There we go. Let's see if this monstrosity can get us there. So I'm going to play first. And I have a looter and a wharf infiltrator, so I am going to keep this hand. I think I can get us there by looting stuff away, getting to swamps. Loot away Lingering Souls, be able to flash it back. That would be okay. Yeah. Let's do it. So the question is, do I cast Looter first or do I cast Wharf Infiltrator first? I guess it depends on my draw. Let's see what Dylan does. Got a Mutavault. Okay, so I think here I'm going to want to loot rather than create dudes, because I really need to hit my land drops, so I'm going to throw out the looter. If I'd drawn a land, I probably would have played the infiltrator instead. Mixed dudes, so there we've got a land. So I think we should loot first to figure out what we want to do. I could flash in I could play Lingering Souls post combat. What am I looting away? Am I looting away Wharf Infiltrator, or am I going to keep that? Well, let's see what we get. Oh man, that's a land that I want. Alternatively, I could simply flash back. Could discard Wharf Infiltrator. And then cast Lingering Souls, flash it back next turn. I think that's better. I think that's much better. So yeah, let's just Scrubland next turn, so then I can show that I'm going to flash back. My opponent should know what's up by then. I haven't run out Pack Rat yet because I just think it's going to be better later on. So let's do that. This kind of blanks his 2/1 flyer, although it doesn't really blank his Mutavault, which is fine. We'll get to that point. I probably wanted more card draw with Pack Rat. It's over rats. You can have any kind of rats. That's pretty good. We're pretty close to. Sure, he can sack his dude to make it indestructible. I paid 2 for 1. I'm not blocking. Can Murderous Cut anytime I want. Okay, so that's fine. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Okay, so we can flash back that. We can't play Pack Rat at the same time. If we flash it back, we don't have Murderous Cut. We don't have Wake Thrasher. Wake Thrasher might be better, actually. Yeah, let's see what happens when we attack. So we're gonna loot again. What are we looting away this time? I don't know. Right? I mean, our hand is pretty gas, right? So it's pretty tough. Our opponent is in the tank, trying to figure out what if they want to bounce something. Okay. Don't want to bother mana-waring that. I really need to hit my land drop. Do I discard Pack Rat? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'd actually just discard Mana War. Cast Wake Thrasher. Drop my land, pass. Pack Rat's going to be good, but not until I draw more cards, right? And I don't have a lot of card draw in here, so... go to my opponent's turn. I will tap on my upkeep so that I get the most amount that I can possibly get out of being on tap for Wake Thrasher. He has to deal with this, or else it becomes a big problem for him. Am I speaking loud enough for you guys? I will try to speak louder. Maybe if I pull this forward. Is that better? No, not at all. Not really, hey? We've got land and plains. Okay, it's like getting that stuff done. Gonna make Mutavault a dude, which is fine. Flashing back Lingering Souls with Wake Thrasher seems pretty legit. Like, it's attacking with both, that's fine. I don't have anything to do about that. I need some life gain at some point, but parting the Water Veil might be actually a way to win this game, just with Wake Thrasher, and he's tapped out. So you could have, sure, he's going to copy the Wake Thrasher. That's fine. I just target it with Murderous Cut and it dies. It's fine. Sure. I have to put all these on a stack. I need to yield to all of these. Okay, so Creeping Tar Pit. So I'm going to flash back Lingering Souls. Or I'm going to Murderous Cut something. I could actually Murderous Cut now. I could Murderous Cut it. And I don't have to flash back Lingering Souls. I can actually get rid of the Wharf Infiltrator. I don't want to wait till his next turn because he'll have shields down, so. I'm actually going to do this now. Okay. Yeah, bye. I'm gonna keep Sorin. I think that's just the way for me to win. Oh, I didn't play my Creeping Tar Pit. That was a player error. That might actually cost me because I can't do both next turn. Exile target creature and all other creatures the same name. Blah blah. That's fine. Okay, I got a clue. That's fine. I think he's still dead. Oh, that sucks. I could have parted the Water Veil next turn and won. Oh, that's like, I'm so dumb. No attacks. Got to attack with Mutavault. There's no point. Otherwise, you're not doing anything with it. And this guy only blocks one flyer, so. Okay. Man, I'm really sad that I didn't play my Creeping Tar Pit. Okay, so Preordain or Sorin. I think I Sorin here. Creatures I control get +2, +1, +0, and lifelink. That means he will be at 1. Could counter Sorin. I don't know what he has, like Remand, possibly Manadulio, Mana Leak. See what he does here. Auto concede. Alright, so we got there, even though we player errored on this, and we could have had one up to pay for a Force Spike or some such, and we could have preordained. So okay, so what do we got here? We've got a Declaration in Stone, which is pretty bad for me. Non-token creature. So you could exile all my tokens, and that would be that. Phantasmal Image, Mutavault, Selfless Spirits, a blue-white shell. I wonder what else he's got. So, alright, so we do the sideboard, and then we'll split this up into the second and third games here. So, Disfigure actually seems quite good, so I'm going to bring that in. Wharf Infiltrator didn't do a lot. Pack Rat, I don't know how good it's going to be because I don't actually have that much card draw to actually power it. It's just going to end up being a 1-1 a lot of the time. I might actually end up taking it out. Murderous Cut was good. Yeah, this actually just straight up kills the other thing that just gets targeted, right? So, although in a bad hand full of land, Pack Rat does just get there. Is it Wharf Infiltrator? And I guess there too, right? So Manowar not going to do a lot of work versus this guy, I don't think. He might bounce a guy and then we can hit him, but I guess he kills that one guy who becomes a target, and that's it. Hypnotic Spectre seems particularly bad against that 2-1 flyer. But he's a flyer. Is it Liliana? Yeah, I think I might just drop Liliana for this. See what we get. Game 2. See what my opponent wants to do here. So, his hand's acceptable. I'm going to keep it. Question is Looter or Bitter Blossom? I kind of think Looter did based on the amount of land that I have in my hand. Yeah, and Bitter Blossom next turn. Villain's probably upset that I have this thing every game. Can't say I blame him because, you know, really, it's kind of silly that you have those things. So, green. Don't think I saw that last time, did I? Glacial Fortress comes into play untapped, but it doesn't matter to me. Let's battle. Let's see what we get out of this. Kind of feel like I want to discard the swamp here. Could discard the island. Yeah, let's go Creeping Tar Pit and Bitter Blossom. Sweet Draw next turn will be opposition. That'll allow me to basically tap out my opponent's, tap him down. So next turn, I don't have a play except for Manowar to bounce this guy if he plays a guy, which it doesn't look like he's going to. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. Get a guy, lose a life, that's okay. Pact of Negation. Can't do that yet, so I've got to be very careful with that. Glacial Fortress comes down. Okay, so I'm going to attack. I got to play. I can play Sorin. Man. I want Moloko on my next turn too, just so I can go off. I think I just ditched the Manowar here. Yeah, that's it. Glacial Fortress. He might counter that. We got mana up. Nope. Okay. We're doing it. This guy got like some kind of like clear the board dealio. I can get back the life I lost from Bitter Blossom, which is good. Next turn I have Moloko and Pact, which is good. I think my opponent is just like a hose. Like, what's going on here? Okay. I'm gonna play this. I think I'm gonna plus my guys. Get Sorin up there. See what happens here. Nothing. Okay. We're gonna loot away this Wharf Infiltrator, I think. Mana Confluence is good because I get part of the Water Veil next turn with Meloku on board, and could make a bunch of dudes. Seems good. Yeah, seems good. I think I'll ditch this guy. And Meloku. Card out pretty good. My opponent has done nothing, so I mean, I'm not surprised that this deck is doing stuff. So Wrath of God, Day of Judgment. Yeah, sure. We're not gonna let that resolve. Force Spike, be interesting. Okay, got there. So we'll see you in the next round, guys.